Yep. Where'd Chris go?
Hello,
God.
and ready to the Unranked podcast.
All right, yes.
What's up? It's Christian Hughes here. I have a full cast of Alex Tuna Marinella.
Stay on target. It looks lopsided. Yeah, move it over a
It
little
is.
bit.
It's totally lopsided. We got
Yeah.
Dan Weine.
Hi, I exist.
he does exist. And Tom Caswell.
Right, looks cool. It does look lopsided though. You gotta.
It is. I
Yeah,
got
you
it.
gotta,
I got
you
it
gotta,
on
you gotta
lopsided.
adjust this thing.
I took the pads out.
But what if you have a shaky
it
entry?
comes off way smoother in the movie. Yeah. What if you gotta exit Lightspeed, Tuna, Chris, during this pod?
Well, that's a good point. I'll be ready to go. Only as long as I have light speed plus about 5 seconds. Put the helmet on. I guess I'm good. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just jump into the Pokemon. It is the 375th episode of the Unranked podcast. A quarter to go for the next hundo. Let's get to it. We have today's Pokemon. Is it Metang? It's Metang.
Sounds like
Metang?
Energy drink
Metang.
from the 80s.
Metang.
Yeah, Metang does sound a lot like Tang.
Metang sounds like it's a monkey.
I think it'll be
No.
Metan.
Okay. What is the name?
Macaque.
What is that term for when a word sounds
Like it
the
is.
word? Yeah. Like the word Metang is also like what that sound would be.
Oh, like
Onomatopoeia.
onomatopoeia.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. It was not.
I don't think that's actually. Oh no, maybe it is. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a sound in the word, just like kind of like doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what you were meaning.
Yes. And with Metang being, a metal Pokemon, that sort of makes sense, right? It's a steel type Pokemon. It's kind of like the sound of like if you hit a piece of metal.
Wait, is it a combination of the words metal and angle? Because I'll hate that.
No, but we can go to our resident name etymologist, Alex Tuna.
Well, I didn't know
Find
we
out.
were going to it right away.
Well, how about while you hit
what
the
number
books,
is this?
do a little
What number is
research.
this? What number?
75.
Jesus.
I'm gonna read.
375.
I'm gonna read.
I know this. I know this Pokemon. I know it. I didn't know the name, but I knew it.
So in
You know it in
Pokemon
your
Fire
heart.
Red Leaf Green, the Pokedex entry is it floats in midair using magnetism. Its body is so tough, even a crash with a jet plane won't leave a scratch. That's actually incredible.
This looks like something Dr. Robotnik would have built.
It's interesting too because it also follows the same. This and its evolution and its pre-evolution follow the same formula as Magnemite. Of it's kind of just this like multiple of the previous version, but
instead of being, magnetic, which it supposedly is, they didn't make it electric type. They made it psychic type.
Yeah, which is cool, which is sick.
Yep.
So I'm not sure if you're aware,
but it's weird that they were just like.
But Metang may be a combination of metal and tang, the onomatopoeic sound of metal being struck, or a tang, French for the color pond blue.
Oh.
Who wrote that? That's no fucking way. And then Metang is also an anagram of magnet.
Oh.
Oh, that's good. I tell you what,
that's one of the best facts we've had in a while.
Yeah, if some of these ones that are like bullshit, like lazy, like naming ones were also like, well, they're also an anagram of another word that it's related to, I'd respect them more. Like I respect this name more because of that fact.
I just think like you're trying to throw the French thing in there with the pond blue. Like, no.
That was like that was like a French Pokemon fan who was like, I'm so sick of all these English speakers claiming the English name.
I mean, wouldn't that be Nintendo France who went?
That sounded like more Belgian to me. Had a little German in there too.
Oh, okay, well there we go.
Wait, hold on a second. It is said that Metang is made up of two Beldum. There is no visible evidence of this. In Saved by the Beldum, the only anime episode to date showing a Beldum evolution. Yeah. I mean, I can't believe they took they named it. Yeah.
It's very good.
Was there a
That's
Zach
great.
Morris character in this episode?
There's Morrisons.
There's a character called Morrison. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there's a
go.
character
it
called
must have been
Morrison.
Amazing.
They
It must have been
definitely
his
did.
son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a
Must have been
turtle
his son.
Pokemon? Was that in the episode too? How many?
I
Saved
want
by
to
the
know
Bell
what the
references
name of
they
that
shove in
episode
there?
though is in Japan, because it's probably just like Metang Mayhem or something. You know, it probably.
Well,
has...
the Japanese says start. Yeah, I think it's we have it here. Start the preliminaries. Masamune appears. Masamune appears.
It's probably the name of Pokemon appears.
That's probably the name of the Pokemon.
Here's the craziest.
I don't know the name.
fact.
I don't know the Pokemon.
Here's the craziest fact about this episode, because I clicked on the episode on Bulbapedia. Top trivia fact. So the episode's English dub title references the saying "Saved by the Bell," but we know "Saved by the Bell" more so because of the show, I feel, or a later episode has the same basis for its title. There is another Pokemon episode in the black and white run of the show that is called "Saving Domination from the Bell." So they do two Saved by the Bell.
I gotta say, this is the much better pun.
Yeah, this is way better.
I know.
What's the other one?
Save Dominiton from the Bell. I guess that's a Pokemon.
Darmanitan?
I mean, first of all, there should have been a fucking Saved by the Bell
Dominiton. There's no.
Is it Demission?
No.
All right.
I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
Dominitan.
Dominating?
Is that like the monkey?
Pokemon, yeah. Pokemon 554. Yeah.
I'll forget all about that Pokemon by the time we get there.
Yeah, you won't remember this.
It has a good Galarian version though. It's like Snow Monkey.
All right, so Metang. There you go.
There he is.
Onomatopoeia.
What's up? What's going on?
Hanging out, shagging loose. What's been going on?
Well, top of the show, Tom. Should we discuss schedules?
Oh yeah, probably. Well, I mean, it won't really affect for most listeners, but yeah, we will be recording on Wednesdays going forwards, just to make it easier for everyone. So if you are in the Spartan program, it's going to be Wednesdays at 9-ish instead of Thursdays Central. At 8 Central. Same time Saved by the Bell would air. So
That's Saturday morning, actually.
Oh, I've not seen it.
It's actually one of the programs that helped define Saturday morning television.
Really? I didn't know that, actually. I always thought it would be like a late night thing. I always got that vibe.
No, it was like a show for like tweens and teens.
Oh, really? Okay.
The teens watched more when they went to college, Dan.
Well, that's true. That was more for teens when they went to college.
Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, so we will be recording. I mean, I'm assuming, Chris, you're still planning on putting it out Fridays.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. So if you just listen, if you just listen,
listen,
regular.
Well, some people might not have had Thursdays available, Tom. And now that we're on Wednesdays.
Well, that's the thing, is like the only thing that's changing is Dan will be able to do.
I guess that also changes your streaming schedule, right?
Yeah, I'll just switch the nights and I'll just do Thursdays for streaming. If you
used to watch Dan on stream on Wednesday, come watch us on Wednesday.
There you go. Hot stuff. So Wednesdays. There you go. Bedlam, saving the Bedlam.
Well, it's been a minute since we have Dan here. So what's going on, Dan?
Yeah, I think I went through and I was like on one of the last 10 episodes, and I think that might have just been. Was that just with Tuna, or were you there too, Chris? It was just, or maybe
I think
I can't remember anymore.
The four of us have not done a show.
Yeah,
since
I went through and I was like curious. I was like, how long has it been since I've been
I don't even know.
There's one.
I don't know if even all four of us have done a show together this year.
It has happened once.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, work has slowed down now, so I'm around a lot more, which will help. Before my schedule, I think I had like, I have on my schedule already. I had like 5 Thursdays in a row, and we were doing Thursdays, and then I got a couple more added, and now seems like it's finally over. So for now, for the summer. So yeah, I've been playing some games, nothing special. Fall Guys dropped a new season. Sure, we'll talk about that tiny bit. And
One would
Yeah,
think.
I hadn't no time to myself until this week, so it feels really weird.
All right, great. You do anything in the last month? You go anywhere? Travel around?
I mean, for work, I traveled a little bit. I was in St. Louis and then Columbus, Ohio. So those were two exciting cities I spent almost no time in. And then New Jersey a bunch. Newark.
Hey,
Wear your vests. Wear your armored vests.
wear your armored
To go to
vests.
Newark?
Yeah, Newark's big time poo land.
Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah,
Yes.
New York's not great, man.
Newark is not a great place.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I didn't think it was like that. I don't know.
I mean, it's okay.
Most of it.
Yeah, it's
Most
not.
of it is.
It's not.
I mean, it's like
excellent.
a college town. There's a million colleges there.
The campus areas are a little nicer,
Okay.
but there's a lot of places in it that are not campus areas.
Oh, okay. I've only really been around Newark Station, Newark
Yeah.
Penn Station, which is like where
Newark Penn Station's
the
fine.
campus is. Yeah,
That's like a little work area, and then the campus is like not that far. But there's most of Newark's not great.
there we go.
That's my advertisement for visiting Newark.
Right.
Brooke was just there today. Yeah.
She didn't get shot, I guess. So otherwise you wouldn't.
No, she had a lovely lunch, which is why I'm so shocked. So stunned. I mean, look, fuck me. Like at the mall that Chris and I used to work at, there was a fucking shooting.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Like a month ago. So this
Listen,
is America, baby.
I'm never leaving. I'm never leaving my house again.
The basement, yeah, dude. I'm
Never
feeling
leave my house
that. Seriously, I mean, once you got Zelda, why?
Yeah,
why would you?
Zelda. My kid is here.
You have a backyard too. You can go outside.
I got
It's
my
nice and safe in your
backyard.
Yeah,
backyard.
he can get a taste of the outside. He's got a barbecue.
You got a barbecue
one
out
of
there.
those
Yeah, I got
umbrellas.
tons of. Yeah, I got a fancy umbrella. I got.
I feel like
nice
Tuna's gonna
Gonna
build
get
a
a hot
boat.
tub?
He's gonna build like a moat with
No,
a
no-
drawbridge in front of his
no
house
hot
to make
tub.
sure no one can get in.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We're either gonna move or maybe we'll put a pool in. We'll see.
You're already
We'll
gonna
see.
You'll
move?
put a pool in. You just said there won't be a hot tub, but like you're gonna maybe commit to something even more of a
We'll
money
see.
pit.
We'll see. Give me a couple of years.
Just do
Jesus.
the above ground pool.
Jesus.
Above ground
you
pool's a
But
waste.
no, the above ground pool is
So- such
is
shit.
Tasteless.
Yeah. You'd be
It's not when
if
you can
come
get
over,
one
you're
at
I have an
Costco for like
above ground pool, everyone's
$600.
like,
huh?
ugh.
When you could spend $600, put it up for the summer, and then get rid of it. It's not bad.
There you go.
I'm just kidding. I mean, all pools are fucking having one awesome. Unless
Yeah.
it's like a kiddie pool, that's just a waste. But like,
Got a kiddie pool at my parents' house. Put that on the deck.
I mean, that's a waste.
That's
I don't
what I
think your
was
parents need
remember.
a-
I potted from.
I don't
Yeah.
think your parents need a
last
kiddie
summer.
pool.
We got it for Zuko. We got it when we were there for like 2 weeks. There you go.
City. Very cool.
All right.
Never
Right.
leaving the house, baby. Never leaving the house. I'll tell you what. I'm never letting my kid leave the house.
Never fucking send him to school. Jesus Christ. I can't
No.
even imagine.
If you think you can control that kid past 5 years old, that kid's gonna fucking-
past 5.
I
Oh
mean,
my
I feel
God.
like she's
She
already
whined,
from the
like I went
updates.
outside to go check the like we have pavers in the backyard, so there's like moss growing in between the pavers. So I went to go check it to see
Wait,
like,
what?
oh, is this what
You have papers in the backyard?
Pavers.
Pavers. Okay, that's why I was confused.
Do I need
Continue.
to do I need to talk to you like I do my daughter, where I say
No,
every
we
word
just
now?
everyone has to listen. We don't
Very
need to
slowly.
be talked to like children.
No, I will speak to you as if you're learning words for the first time.
I've
So
seen how you speak
I-
to your daughter.
Explain
You
it
I
have
went
like
out
I'm
to
younger than
control over
5.
you.
Yeah, so I went outside to go check the pavers because I was like, I want to see how much moss is growing this year, because last year it was a lot, and I got this moss killer and it worked okay, but I'm
Mhm.
thinking about getting a power washer, blah 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 blah. Anyway, when I came back, she was standing at the door, at the back door, and like wanted me to pick her up. So I picked her up. I brought her outside for a second. She wanted to run around. She didn't have shoes on. I was like, I can't, in good conscience, let you walk around without shoes on. Your mom's gonna kill me. So I brought her back inside. Threw a fucking fit. Crying like as if the world had ended because I did not. So I was like, all right.
As if
like,
someone had taken Tears of the Kingdom away from you.
I
Did
mean,
you
it's
bring her her
unbelievable.
shoes? Did you try bringing her shoes? So she
Of
could
course
go
I did,
outside?
but I didn't want to go outside again. So we ended up spending 45 minutes outside. But like, that's what I mean. Like we go outside, she goes on the swing. She wants to go up on the swing. She got to go down the slide.
I love that sentence. I didn't want to go outside again, so we spent 45 minutes outside.
So what's the communication abilities now?
Oh, the word usage and pickup is now ridiculous.
Hundo
I remember last time. No, she didn't say Hundo P, but she says a ton of words.
Last time we talked, she was just doing alphabet stuff.
Yeah, no, she says mama, dada. She says she knows that my mom is grandma, but she still just calls her ma.
Nickname.
Is that just because you're always like you're just going ma?
Maybe. But no, she says the number of words she says is crazy. She counts now, and she does this cute thing now where she goes 3, 2, 1, boom. So
is that the limit to the counting, or does she also count further than 3?
No, she
it's
can
the
count
countdown. It's the countdown.
The countdown is cute.
She only counts down from 3. That's what
she can count all the way up to like 8, which is cool. She knows almost the entire alphabet now except for W. She knows every letter except for W.
I mean, she's almost there, Tom. Once you get to 10, you're.
I know. Well, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, she's so close.
And yeah, she's wild. Kid's wild. Kid is
she's wild.
Wrecker of things.
Wild
Wrecker of like the second you. It is one. We are at the stage where you cannot take your eye off her for a second, because the second you do, she's gonna break something. So she's been down here and has. I mean, she's terrorized this basement. So
sure.
I've seen it in person.
She also really wants to come down here. Like, she knows I'm down here during the day, so she'll
it's the
bang on the door.
Most fun spot.
Yeah, so this is
turned into to put everything up high that can be broken.
Yeah. Well, what did she break? Oh, so here's what happened.
Here we go.
So I went to GameStop to go trade in my old Switch.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, do you want cash or credit? And I went, well, how much would I get for credit? Like, how much more would I get for credit? And he goes, $20.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, all right,
$20.
That's not that much. And he goes, well, considering that for cash, I'm only going to give you 30. And I was like, what? And he goes, have you seen the Joy-Cons on this thing? And I go, honestly, no. And I look at them; they have been chewed and broken.
Honestly, no.
So they're basically just not giving you the full trade investment. You're not getting the Joy-Con.
Trade in.
I actually threw in an extra one. I couldn't find the 4th one. Don't know where it is, so I had 3. So I mean, honestly, she probably took it, and it's I don't know where the fuck it is.
It's with your VR headset.
Probably.
Yeah, she's waddling around
probably
with that on there.
So I decided to get $50 worth, and then I bought an extra terabyte of hard drive space for my Xbox.
Nice.
So, but I got to tell you, I texted you guys this. I've texted Tom twice about it now. Chris, I think I've texted maybe you twice. The Switch OLED is gorgeous. It is a gorgeous machine. Like, the outside is gorgeous and the screen is gorgeous. The whole thing.
The hinge.
Is
the
it
hinge
super?
on
the hinge at the hinge at the back is gorgeous. The way it feels is gorgeous.
I had the same reaction
machine.
when I got it last year, and I'm
Tuna,
telling about this, and you're like,
but
it's the same thing. It's a better screen.
It's what did you say, Dan?
Is it gonna get chewed well?
Well, that's the thing. It's hidden away. Well, not hidden away, but it's out of reach.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put everything up high. You're gonna just have to get like shelves.
Well, I almost freaked out today because
put a lock on.
Well, Britt was like, "Oh, can you watch her for a second when she got home from work? Can you watch her for a second?" It's like, sure. So I took her down here, and I was like I was working on something. And I turned back over. She grabbed the GameCube remote and had the C stick in her mouth, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, I screamed at her. I was like, "No!"
She's gonna start saying "fuck" now. She's gonna start saying "fuck."
She freaked out, like she jolted. Right? She threw it down on the ground. I'm like, "That's even worse. She might have broken it that way." And then she just started laughing, and I was like,
just like her father, her father.
Oh, she is so mischievous. It is, yeah. Anyway, so that's what's going on here. Other than that, a lot of work. 2 things I wanted to talk about really quick. Number 1, Succession, great show. We can leave it there. Number 2, Jury Duty, great show, very funny. I highly recommend it. It's a quick watch. Like, I think we were able to watch it because the episodes are quick and you don't have to pay attention the whole time. We were able to get it done in a couple days. So,
hell yeah. I'm gonna watch
it was
that.
good. It was good. It was a really good show.
Is it? It's through Amazon, right? It's like freebie. Yeah.
It's through Amazon. You have to watch commercials, which actually works out for us.
You have to, like, you can't.
Yeah, because it's through freebie,
right?
So it's like technically a commercial channel, but
right. I just thought maybe if you were a Prime member, they'd let you.
No, you have to watch. Which again, like I said, works out for us just because.
You always need
freebie and Crackle besides
very difficult.
Oh yeah, Crackle. God, is Crackle still
around? I've seen it come up every once in a while.
Still Crackle-lacking?
Crackle-lacking.
Are the commercials good for checking on your child, or is it for Brit to check on TikTok?
Total TikTok city over here.
That's what I thought you meant when you were like,
she's checking that during the episode though too.
But if there's the break, Alex can try and get her
she's
to not
really
look at the
checking
phone.
that.
No, but I've said this before. Like, okay, here's my whole thing with the TikTok, right? And being on your phone. Okay. I don't care if you're on your phone during an episode of Love is Blind or The Bachelor or some shit. I don't care. You don't have to pay attention. But when we're watching like Severance or
Succession
or anything like that, like, get off your phone. I'm gonna be pissed.
100%. Yep.
Right. And then it's also, if you're gonna watch a TikTok video during this, the volume has got to be all the way down. Put your headphones in or something. No videos.
Yeah.
Unless we're at, a commercial, which is, look, jury duty has a commercial break. You want to watch TikTok? Watch TikTok. I don't care. Fine, go for it. But
it's your intermission.
It is. Well, you know what? We grew up on commercials, so it's not like it's whatever.
Yeah.
We grew up having to watch commercials. I wouldn't say we grew up on commercials. I wasn't like, let me go watch the commercials.
Well, when I say we grew, no, I would say a commercials.
I hate those TV shows in the middle of all those commercials.
I remember
we're also nostalgic for commercials too. Like, we have a lot of reverence for.
Listen,
I think they're just stuck in our fucking heads because they're drilled into us.
Sure, fair enough. That might be
maybe. But I remember watching commercials on Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, being extremely jealous that those kids had the toys.
Oh yeah,
Crossfire.
And when they had, and that's that Dan's, I think, reference. I mean, it is a commercial, but though it kind of came back in popularity because of
in person,
because of a TikTok or a comedian was talking about how shitty, like, the games and toys were in real life compared to how they made them look. Because in the commercial, it was like you were in the world and like you had the sets and the dioramas.
They spent so much on commercial, and it was so worth it.
What Dan just said, I had a friend. Actually, the friend Dan, but I had a friend who had Crossfire.
Yeah,
and I remember when he got it, I was like, oh my god, like, this is amazing. Like, it's Crossfire. Played it. Dumbest game of all time.
Yeah. I feel like this friend's name starts with a Z.
No.
I had Crossfire and we played it at my house.
Yeah, no, I was trying to.
You could just say Chris had Crossfire.
No, it wasn't Chris.
It's not like it's a terrible thing.
It wasn't the friend I was thinking of wasn't Chris. But I know that Chris and I also play Crossfire. But I'm also pretty sure, Chris, you didn't have all the balls, I feel like.
I mean, I did.
Those things got lost.
Everyone with Crossfire, they get lost.
Yeah. You know what other game that I thought was probably I really wanted.
I could list so many of these games.
The one that had like the icebreakers, like you would like
the icebreakers,
and then you had it was called break.
Yeah, the little tiny hammer.
And the game took what 10?
Fun.
We watched
10 seconds.
We watched.
You would think based on go ahead.
It took 10 seconds if you were terrible at it.
Look, all I got to say is that I've been watching a lot of kids stations, kids channels, right? I just feel like the commercials are not up to snuff. Like, they don't make you feel like you really want this product.
I got to tell you though, with those old commercials, like, I remember it's like meeting friends in college, and I went to like one of their houses, and they had sock 'em boppers, and I got like excited for a second. I was like, "You have sock 'em boppers?" And then that was the end of that, because who actually wants to play with them?
Sock 'em boppers just Rock'em Sock'em robots?
No, Rock'em Sock'em robots is the plastic robots to fight. Sock 'em boppers is the giant blow up hands that you punch with.
I do not know, like a Hulk hand kind of.
Yeah, kind of like a Hulk hand.
Kind of like filled with just air, kind of like a beach ball type.
Oh, okay, so you can actually because you can't punch someone.
The idea is it was more fun than a pillow fight.
Right.
Is that how they showed it in the commercial?
That's literally the fucking
Alex had the fucking Death Trap moon shoes.
I was just going to say the moon shoes. I was just going to bring up the moon shoes. I begged my mom for moon shoes, right? Got them. Stupidest fucking
That's like when Bart in The Simpsons trades his soul for those dinosaur sponges.
Oh my god.
And they just like he thinks he's gonna terrorize the town because the dinosaur sponge.
Or you know what we did play that I thought was actually fun, but didn't always work perfectly, but was fun. Home laser tag.
Yeah.
Home laser tag worked.
So there were a bunch of different models. There was one in particular that actually worked best. And it wasn't the one where we had like the thing on our chest and our back. Because that one, it felt like you could shoot fucking in the other direction. It was ridiculous. Everyone's it was so sensitive. It would just go off. But one of our friends, who I believe moved to like Illinois, had a version that you wore only on your arm, like a gauntlet, Tom. So you know I love it. And it's like the Mega Man. It's like the Mega Man thing. Like you just has like a trigger to shoot and aim, and that's also the same place where you get hit. So it's just like there's like one good target like at body height, but it's not like multiple on your shoulders and your back and shit. Because they were so sensitive. This one was the one that worked. That shit was awesome.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, Halo actually had a cool laser tag. I think it still exists. Because what they did was with the plasma pistols too. So that's how the ammo worked. If you kept shooting too fast, they'd overheat.
Like a toy you're talking about.
Yeah, but you could play laser tag with it.
But it was a Halo.
It was a Halo. It was like the Halo plasma pistol.
Oh
shit! Didn't know that.
I don't remember that at all.
We were like really the wrong age for it.
Oh,
I remember seeing it and being like, "Oh, that's pretty sick," but we were totally the wrong age for it. You know, they.
Oh, it was too. Well, yeah, we probably would have been too old by the time that was a thing. Yeah.
It was like the 2 plasma pistols that would come with in a box. It's pretty cool. Pretty sweet.
Just don't make them like they used to, man.
No, they don't.
With asbestos and
plastic. Although they do make, you know what they make now, which is better than it ever used to be? Not just Nerf, but water guns.
Oh, dude, the water guns are like the Army's been working on these things.
There's this one specific brand that
drone technology, you know,
so awesome. They started on like a crowdfunding, and now they just released their 3rd version. It doesn't have a canister that you have to fill. You just stick the nose of the gun into a bucket of water, and it sucks it up. It's like electronically powered. You know, you charge the battery in it, and so you don't have to pump anything. It'll automatically compress the air. Yeah. And it has like 3 modes. There's like a giant blast mode, a like precision ranged mode, and then like a 3 burst, like the battle rifle mode.
Dude,
it's so fucking sick. It's so cool. I wish they had
was there anything more disappointing than like having to refill the water gun? Like having it be empty. Like I gotta go over to the outside tap.
Yep.
Fucking
One of my uncles for birthday one year got me the backpack Super Soaker.
Oh my god,
game changer. Dude, game changer.
I remember going to that same friend who had that laser tag's birthday in the summer, and I came with the backpack, and I just looked like such an asshole because everyone else, like, you know, they had the regular
fucking
guns,
like tiny one with
some kids had like the bigger purple one, but then I had the backpack, which was this big neon yellow backpack and big neon yellow gun.
And like as so they're refilling, you're fucking them up,
and you can just keep pumping and shooting like it's a Gatling gun.
Yeah,
it's so unfair.
That was the best. Water guns were the best.
It was so good, dude.
We should do an unranked water gun shootout. We should go paintballing.
I've never done that. I would like to do that.
Oh, really? I've never done it either.
You know, they do paintball on Big Bang Theory a lot.
Oh my god! Okay. All right, let's move on.
Moving on.
Well, I texted. I don't know if I texted the whole group about it, but I thought this was fascinating. That the theme song for Young Sheldon. Oh, by the way, I'm caught up. So now I got to find out what day it airs. There's only 2 episodes left this season. I'm caught up to where the season is. Next season's the final season.
You're saying that as if the other 3 of us are all caught up already. Like,
you're like, I'm caught up.
Where do I want to be?
Right. I'm caught up, guys. I caught up with you.
The theme song on that show is fine. The intro is so weird on Young Sheldon with the way they're in this just like weird green screen like field and a cow walk. Like it has it doesn't match the tone of the show in any way. It's just the weirdest fucking intro. Tom, it's so weird. But I love that Steve from Blue's Clues is the guy who wrote and sang that song, which I think is pretty dope.
As opposed to the Bare Naked Ladies.
As opposed to like his cousins that were also on Blue's Clues.
Well, the Bare Naked Ladies did the theme song of Big Bang Theory. I don't know what his cousins did.
No. On Blue's Clues, Steve's character got replaced by his cousins in the show.
Oh, that's who it was. I didn't know.
They kept giving the dog to more cousins.
Not real cousins.
In the show universe.
Not real cousins.
One other fact about
do you want to
young Sheldon?
Wait,
no, because this to me was the funniest. This to me was the funniest.
Is this funny? Is this funny?
It's funny to me as someone who just binged it both series. It was the most like solo ass prequel thing that like gave an answer to something that required no answer to from the Big Bang Theory. Because in the Big Bang Theory, he talks a lot about being a kid. So they do all of those episodes that he talked about in the Big Bang Theory on young Sheldon. But on the Big Bang Theory, Sheldon's known for that bazinga line, which is weird because it's a catchphrase that started like several seasons into the show. It didn't exist at first. But then they give it an origin in young Sheldon. There's an episode where you learn where he gets bazinga from, and it's like
the name. He get it from?
It's the name of like a prank toy company. But it's weird because he never used it for years in the Big Bang Theory. And then they were like, oh, let's give this an origin because he's always done it. But it's like very clearly those writers weren't aware of that continuity error.
Are you telling me these writers for young Sheldon didn't go back and watch 400 something episodes where the fuck there is of Big Bang?
No, I'm just not engaging. I'm
not going to engage.
I'm just not entertaining it. I'm not doing anything.
So anyway, I went to Disney last week. I had like vacation. My family came, both my brothers and their families. So my nieces were here too.
Did they all stay at your house or did they stay other places?
My mom and one brother who came in from New York stayed with me until it was Disney Day. So like they came here and we went out to like the LA Zoo and some other stuff. And so they were here for that. And then when it was Disney time, they went down to Disney where my other brother was staying, which Trish and I just drove because it was 45 minutes, an hour.
What would they do?
They got hotels next to Disney. So they could stay at like the Disney Resort Hotel.
Oh. Well, you said you drove as if like they took a different method.
No. Like we went for 3 days. We went Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We went to Disneyland on Thursday and Friday. Saturday, we went to Disneyland California Adventure, which is a little bit more like Disney Six Flags. They have like a lot more, better rides there.
Yeah.
So they stayed at the resort. So because they have kids, they're not getting
which hotel
but get to the.
I don't know, whatever the Disney one is.
He doesn't know.
I mean, there's a million of them.
So why would he know? Get to what you really want to talk about, which is
Star Wars Land.
Hey!
Oh my God. Galaxy's Edge is one of the most,
Batu.
Had I not been to Mario World before, I would have been even more blown away because I would definitely say like Mario World comes from, I feel like Harry Potter did it first. Like the Wizarding World did it. And then Mario and Star Wars took it to another level. The Harry Potter one actually seems kind of lame now.
Now that you've
comparison.
Now that you've
experienced... but isn't that what Disney is known for in turn? Like Animal Kingdom was pretty impressive, even before.
Yes.
Oh, you guys gotta go to fucking the Avatar world in Florida.
I'm gonna do that eventually.
All right.
So good.
But it's the scale of it is so crazy. Like just the fact that
comparative to Nintendo World, how big is?
I mean, the Nintendo World is very small. Universal is also like very small compared to Disneyland. I mean, the Galaxy's Edge is the largest area at Disneyland.
Oh, is it really? I didn't know that.
It is gigantic. It's huge. It's a very big. I've
been to it. I would not have thought that it was the biggest one.
Well, unlike all the other parks at Disneyland, like most Disney World things, there are more rides and options, and the areas are bigger. But Galaxy's Edge has the same rides at Disney World and Disneyland. Like they made it big enough to support, and it's honestly large enough they could support a whole other ride there still.
Yeah.
How many rides?
There's two rides, but then there are all these other interactive things. So I did one of them, which is Savi's Workshop, where you get to go and build your lightsaber.
Are these extra charges, or is this
the Savi's Workshop? Is you're building a lightsaber, and it's not,
and you get to keep it.
Yes, and it's not all like plastic and stuff, and it's also like this is where it's like the Westworld experience of Star Wars World, because all of the people there like are in full like cosplay, and all of the people there are also like
good, Tom.
Have to pretend like they're in.
Where's yours, Chris?
So mine's right here.
Oh.
It's funny because he's got, I don't know what color blade he's got, but I've got my red blade and it's a Jedi handle, and he's got his Jedi.
Does it make noise or no?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Can you hear it through mine?
I can. Yeah, I think I can. It looks like you're in the fucking movie.
It looks really good on camera.
It does look.
Yeah,
really good.
it looks way better on camera because it like diffuses and.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Why does it look like shit in person?
No, but you can tell that there's like a physical plastic.
Yeah,
you can tell there's like LED lights. Yeah.
Okay.
On camera, it just looks like a beam of light.
Yeah,
like it looks like it
looks fucking sick. Tom looks like he's actually got a real lightsaber over there.
Let me show you something real quick. Not steal your thunder, Chris.
No, it's fine. You can keep interrupting.
I got sent this by Hasbro. This is the Luke Skywalker one, and the blade is even like the way that it like ignites and shit.
Yeah, but when you turn it off, it looks like super duper fake because it's not supposed to exist.
Oh,
I mean,
Chris.
it looks good. Looks good.
Oh, that's the Ray one. Yeah, that one's sick.
Well, you bought another one?
So this is a replica. So they also sell replicas of like the movie ones. So like I made my own, but this is Ray's saber from the end of the movie. So it has the gold blade.
Right.
Cool. Yeah, sick. Did you get a Jedi robe?
No, I didn't get a Jedi robe.
Did you see? Did they have now? Because now they should have the, they have an actual retractable, like one of the formers.
They don't sell that.
No, but did you see it?
I did.
Like,
yeah.
Oh shit!
It doesn't look good up close.
Okay.
They make a blade now that you press a button, it actually shoots out like you want, but it's not like 3 tiers of plastic like the old Star Wars ones. It's actually almost like a giant snap bracelet. It's basically like a big piece of like metal tape. So like you have to be very delicate with like how you move it. You absolutely couldn't like come into contact with other things with it really. Yeah. But it does allow them to make it look like they have a lightsaber, which is fucking sick. Yeah, it's sick.
Cool.
But yeah, that making the lightsaber is so cool because you go in and they're just pretending like you're in Star Wars the whole time. Like
are
just
they?
Like West and so like they come out and the guy tells a story about like how you're gonna build your saber, and they bring you the pieces and like you go through the process of putting it together. And then the coolest part is the blade, all the blades already hidden into the workshop bench, and they tell you like you need to charge the saber now. So you like click it in and turn it, and then they tell you to turn it on, and you see like in that contraption it'll start like glowing. You pull the blade out. It's sick.
I have 2 questions. Question number 1. A lot of people who visit this park presumably don't live in California, correct?
Correct.
So how do you transport this home? Does it come apart?
Well, first of all, one great thing in the area is if you don't want to carry it around all day, it does come with a bag, but you can go, they have a droid workshop. You could drop all your purchases off and just pick them up at the end of the day. And then it's pretty small. I mean, the blade part is, I think, 36 inches or 30 inches.
Okay.
So like if you absolutely awkwardly needed to, you could just bring it, you know, you could walk it on with you like a personal item.
Second question is, what was the adult to kid ratio in making the saber?
Oh, I think there was like 1 kid.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I was the only adult in mine.
There are cheaper plastic sabers you can go and make as well for like 1/3 of the cost. That's where the kids are.
That's probably where the kids are.
So Tom's got a cheap plastic saber.
If my kid wanted to make a saber, I'm definitely not spending top dollar on a saber. I'm buying them the cheapo one that they're definitely breaking the second time. You know, they get home.
They have all the tiers. They have like 2 different versions you can like buy. Like they have the really high end ones you can buy that are pre-made, and they have the cheap ones that you can just smack around. And
you can also get like longer blades as well. I believe.
Yeah, there's a longer and shorter blade as well, which is pretty sweet.
All right.
It was incredible. It was the food also, by the way, the best 2 places to eat in Disneyland are the 2 restaurants in Galaxy's Edge.
Did you have a fuzzy tauntaun?
A what?
It's one of the alcoholic beverages at the cantina.
I didn't go to the cantina because it was like totally reserved out already before we even got there. We went on May the 4th.
Nice jizz.
I have
you can listen to jizz in the
you can listen to jizz anywhere.
Oh, jizz. Yeah. Cool, man. I'm pretty jealous. Sounds Sounds like good times were had by all.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we did other things because we were younger when you came to visit. Like we would be like, let's go to bars, let's do this, let's do that. I feel like nowadays, if you come, it's like, all right, Nintendo World, Star Wars. Like this is where we'll be spending our day. Is that
we just reverted back to childhood. We would do it as a kid. Then in our early 20s, it would be going to bars and shit. And now it's like, no, go back to.
When I visited Chris, and we went to bars and shit, if you had asked me, oh, do you still play with Lego? I would say no. Now,
secretly
building Lego all the time.
Yeah. Yep, that is true. Although we did go to Hurricane Harbor that one time.
We did. We did.
Yeah, that was a while ago now.
I always love a good water slide. The other thing I did,
don't we know it?
So I used to be very like motion sick, which so I
used to be.
So I always used to be really weary because I would get like sick on like roller coasters and stuff.
Now
I don't know when it happened. I totally grew out of it. I don't know if it was like maybe the VR, but I did my first loop-de-loop roller coaster.
Wow!
Oh, really? The California Adventure. Which
I've done that before. It's I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah, I used to get so sick on just like moderate drops. So like I've thrown up more than once at an amusement park, so I kind of stopped going. But that was a long time ago. So now knowing I can do this was like super fun. The Tower of Terror, which was renamed something. It's a Guardians of the Galaxy. They rethemed it from Twilight Zone. Mission Breakout. It was fucking awesome. It was so cool. It was very much like Nintendo World and Mario World 2, where as you're going through it, like they theme the whole inside of the place like you're in.
Wait, so did you say that you were more impressed with this than Mario, or Mario was more impressive?
I'm more impressed with this than Mario, but I'm still like I'm still pretty astonished by Mario as well. I think there's level of detail that Mario matched it in like the level of detail, but the scale of the Mario world is too small for me to really compare it. And then the whole like RPGing of it won't be a thing at Mario World, you know? Whereas like at Star Wars World, they're really committed to the bit. Like you walk through there, half the people that are hanging out in the Star Wars area are fucking just dressed up in cosplay, like just visitors who are just pretending they're probably doing their local Star Wars D&D group like event at Star Wars Land. Some of these people, you know, like
just a couple siblings dressed up as Luke and Leia.
Nice.
Yeah, having a kiss.
Having a kiss. Having a little smoochy smooch. Cool.
Tom, what's happening with you?
This week has been pretty chill. Brooke, I'm very excited because Brooke is about to go away for the weekend with her mom and her sister to Atlantic City, do some gambling for her mom's 60th.
The dirty Vegas.
Why are you not going?
I'm dog sitting. It's like daughter and mother's weekend, but I'm also dog sitting the mom's elderly dog.
Are they going to the pool party?
I kind of have to sit on the couch all weekend and
listen. I went to don't repeat this because I don't want to rain on anyone's parade. But we went to Atlantic City. It was a dump.
No,
it's so shitty.
Yeah, trust me, I'm well aware.
It's like if you put
another reason out on the casino is.
Trust me, it was offered for me to attend, and I was like, I'm happy dog sitting. And then when I realized,
fine.
You're
happy
playing Tears of the Kingdom.
But now I am. But here's the thing: is even when it was like on the table of like, do you want to come? We're booking this thing. I didn't even in my head think like it's the same weekend.
You weren't like,
it wasn't until
Atlantic
like 2
City.
weekends ago. Yeah, it wasn't until 2 weekends ago that I was like, oh my god, I have to like dog sit and stay in all weekend when.
This is like the episode of The Big Bang Theory where it's Amy's birthday and Sheldon has to decide whether or not he's going to see The Force Awakens on premiere night or celebrate Amy's birthday with her.
I thought you were putting the show on in the background.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you were like...
the show... No, this isn't background watching if you know the fuck.
Well, no, but I watch with my AirPods during the day.
That's not background anymore. That's foreground.
That's full on intent listening.
Sure.
All right, sure. We're just gonna point that. That's on the record now.
Yeah,
done.
It's great.
All right, so Tom gets a great weekend to play Tears of the Kingdom. We're hosting Mother's Day here, so probably won't get to play too much. I'm obviously going to try to play as much as I can on Saturday.
Is there an Avatar game this weekend or no?
assuming the Dodgers game is
that's right.
not is assuming that's like a mainly day thing, then I'm down for it, but it's
Sure.
up to the group.
Okay.
Sure.
To the group.
Right.
I wasn't sure if it was already. Alex was like, no, I got Mother's Day.
Oh, well, that might be the deciding
No,
factor.
Mother's Day ends at like 6 o'clock. Get the fuck out of my house.
But now are you wanting to spend what little time you have left up? And then you could use the excuse to Brit of like, oh, I got to go do Avatar 10 to midnight, like no interruptions. So then
Right. And then just play Tears.
I'm gonna play up Tears. That's what I want to know.
No,
I don't know. I think I'm gonna play some Tears.
I did what I did every time, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll play Breath of the Wild.
Right, I remember that you were gonna play
a month, and then like I've never touched it since. It's such a waste for me to buy these games because I can't appreciate them or finish them.
I'm gonna play Tears of the Kingdom while listening to Tears.
I'll watch
Fears.
people play it. I'll be fine.
Tears of the Kingdom while doing Tears for Fears.
That'll be my ultimate like good time in my life.
What I was thinking
while crying, hopefully.
Yeah, while shedding real tears.
What I was thinking we could do, keep it low key, but like do like a little at the end of every play session, like in our phone, like record, like this is what we did, kind of thing in the game.
For what purpose?
What do you? Yeah,
just to be like comparing,
and masturbate to later,
like to put out and like be like, oh, here's what our own like diaries or whatever of audio diaries of. Anyway,
all right, logistics. So anyway,
I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, right. So here's what I did by accident. So I pre-ordered Tears of the Kingdom today, but then I completely forgot about the voucher thing, even though you've spoken to me. I was just gonna say, well, because what happened was I was like, oh, I should pre-order the game so it's downloaded before, so Friday I don't have to. And then like I was like in between meetings and I was like doing it really quick, and then I was like, wait, the voucher. So I tried to cancel it. It wouldn't let me cancel it, but I bought the voucher anyway.
Yeah.
So I got Pikmin, and I get another free.
You already picked Pikmin?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it.
No, I just haven't redeemed mine yet. You know, like that's probably what I'm going to do, but I just
picked it, baby.
You know,
I got Advance Wars. If I'm doing it, I'm going to do that in Advance Wars. I think.
Right.
This is the voucher, by the way, for listeners. You can buy for $100 2 Nintendo first party titles, which is really sick because the games are typically $59 and Zelda is $69, so you save like $30 if you're buying Zelda and any other game, you know, that's coming out. Like
what a bunch of seemingly greedy bastards to add an extra $10 to that Zelda game. You know you're gonna sell a bunch. Get out of here.
That's true.
Get out of here.
It did take them 6 years. They've spent more time on this game than any other game. It is coming up to parity with
I will say this about Nintendo. They're shitty in a lot of ways. They never have layoffs. So
they just murder people. Not just kidding.
Yeah,
right. People just disappear.
Yeah, and they destroy people with lawsuits. They like ruin their life. They make people wish they were dead. Yeah, fucking Miyamoto coming over into your.
We don't do layoffs
in the middle of the night.
Yeah, we don't do layoffs.
Like, are you here to kill me? Are you here to kill me? It's like no, but you'll wish you were dead.
Yeah,
sayonara.
Right.
Want to give a quick Survivor fantasy update now?
Oh,
I don't know who was kicked off tonight, so don't say anything.
I haven't watched
one of these names that I'm going to read is currently gone, and I don't know who it is. So right now, left, I have Danny and Carolyn. Dan has Carson and Jamie. Alex has Yam Yam. Oh my God, do you only have Yam Yam left?
That's not that bad. There's only like 7 people left.
Yeah, I mean,
true. And Tom has Heidi and Lauren. So that's wow. Okay, so only 2 apiece, and then 1. Yeah, I guess it had to work out that way.
It has to work out that way. Yeah. Well, it doesn't have. I guess you could have had, but the odds of you having 3 and is kind of low.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's a good update. We'll get the update next week.
Was everyone drafted when we did it, or were there someone not drafted?
Everyone was drafted.
Everyone was drafted.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there was a elimination and evacuation in the same.
Yeah. I was just curious because
there wasn't a leftover.
I'm in 2 Survivor leagues. I forget what's going on.
Yes. No, there was
Which
not.
Worked
a leftover.
out for me because I probably wouldn't have picked Carolyn, and she got put on my team.
I will say I drafted
Carolyn
crushing it.
Yeah,
we'll see. I don't know about this week, but every week, man, she flies. She endears herself to everyone in the group, and no one ever puts her name
Wait,
up.
Tom, did you watch this week?
No, I haven't watched.
Okay, I was curious what. Okay.
But when they teased this week's episode, I mean, it might be a fake out, but like the conversations that people seem to be happening. And I think also Carolyn lucks out that there are still some really big targets that like definitely need to be taken out that haven't been taken out yet.
And she still has an idol.
Like Jamie.
And she still has an idol. The only fucking person who's actually had a real idol. I'll tell you this. I love this season we had the fake idols, right?
No one's been finding idols since the merge. Like no one's been looking for them. Or they have, they're just not showing it because no one's found them.
Well, if they're not played, have they been played or not? Like, are they back in circulation?
I think
people that were eliminated though.
It should be in circulation.
Yeah,
I mean, it should be out there.
Yeah, and the one that Danny played for Franny like a few weeks ago, like still hasn't been.
Yeah,
so
I can't believe that they didn't target that motherfucker.
Some groups are like all idol hunters, and all you see is like them running through the woods, like trying to hide what they're doing. And then some groups just don't care. They're just like, "Oh, I'm here for the social game." And that's it.
Maybe they just are really bad at finding them.
Or maybe
it's possible we're just not seeing it. Yeah,
you know,
maybe they're just like walking around like, I don't fucking know. And it's not.
I'll tell you this: as much as I love the false idol game situation that they had going on this season, man, what a bummer that like no one ever played it. It was always like they got played out or they gave it to someone and it like got taken out that way. But no one ever. Every tribal council was like, someone play the fake idol, please. Just play the fake idol. I want to see what happens.
Survivor, just not.
I guess I've just never seen a season where that.
It's always good when it happens, though.
I love when it happens.
It's like,
so
Jeff,
good.
I'll be safe this week, and he's like,
except for when it happens to someone you really like that you don't want to happen to, and then you're just like, no. You're like, please be smarter than this.
I think because of the way I watch it, I never, except for like old seasons when I went back and watched, I never really like a certain person or not. It's just like, did I draft them? Are they on my little team? That's all I'm rooting for the whole time. Kind of ruins it a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
News?
Yeah. Unless Chris, you got more to talk about with
Chris, you have more? I'm sorry. I
played Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
I do want to hear your Survivor thoughts.
Well, I really like it a lot. Well, but here's what I'm going to say is the timing of this game coming out with while I was with my family, I literally didn't really start playing it till yesterday.
Right.
So like till Monday. So what I decided to do was actually only get up to like, I'm basically at the end of that second area. Like I finished like the tutorial area, Tom, and I went to the next planet, and then I'm up to where the next story beat will like start. I'm about to go meet with the person you're supposed to go meet with. And
very cryptic.
I decided to just like explore this area for the next day or two and just like grind a little and get like some force powers unlocked and stop so that I can play Zelda, because I know I cannot play the two of these games at the same time.
Sure.
So I'm basically getting to the point where like the real game starts and I'm just kind of like fucking around and playing around with it until then. And I'm just not going to do anything else, so that when I finish Zelda, it's like, cool, tutorial areas out of the way, my character's a little bit leveled up, I can just jump right into the game. So there's not really anything else to say. It's really good. The combat feels really cool. It feels like there's a real reason to use like the double-sided lightsaber or the two blades with single, because they feel Alex would really like the combat. It is much more Souls-like in that way. Like the combat is more rewarding, I would say, than it was in the previous game. It's really good. The story's been great. It looks good. It's a really good game.
I'll tell you this, it's a real shame that like because as much as it is like butting up right against Tears of the Kingdom, if you didn't have family in last week, it is a game that like if you can put time into it, you can complete and do a sizable amount of stuff in 2 weeks. Like that's how
that's what I was gonna do, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
So
no,
that's why I'm like,
I totally understand. It just sucks.
The best thing. Like I'll have my controls down and then I can just come right back into it, just jump in and start, into the good part,
Yeah.
Because anytime you start these adventure games, there's a little bit of like, I just need some of these fucking moves unlocked. I need like a couple of weapons and things that work good. And until then, it's like it's a little annoying almost. I feel that way with Zelda. Like I'm going to be a little annoyed in Zelda until I have like enough weapons where I like the way I'm fighting and like playing the game. So there'll be like a brief period, that Great Plateau, when you get off into like full Hyrule, it's much better, that game as well. So we'll do news. Let me have it.
Two kind of some semi-big stories this year. Nintendo had its latest financial earnings this last week. Despite the Switch being the third best selling console of all time, Switch sales have slowed down. They were down quite substantially over the last couple of quarters comparative to like that time earlier that year. So it is showing that the console is slowing down sales, which totally makes sense. Like if you have a Switch at this point, maybe you bought, the Tears of the Kingdom OLED, but people are also very much waiting for a Switch 2. And in saying in that same earnings report, they did say that there wouldn't be a Switch 2 until at the earliest, like spring of next year.
Ooh.
Kind of going against.
Also, though, this could mean that there's definitely going to be a Switch 2 this year.
I mean, it could. Well, so here's my question for Tunes.
Yep.
In an earnings report, can a executive say we will not have this product until this time next year, knowing that they're actually going to launch something this year? What's the legality there?
Oh, it's a good question.
Probably the exact wording probably matters as well, Tom.
Yeah, I actually don't know.
The exact wording probably matters too.
So the exact wording here is: it is not factor new hardware into its current forecast. Yeah, so maybe it is a thing.
It doesn't factor current hardware into its new forecast.
Let me see if I can get an actual quote.
We will not have new hardware.
I want to get the actual quote.
I doubt very much that they spoke in 100% certainty. I would think that they probably said most likely, which gets them out of everything anyway.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get a quote
legal
here.
Advice. This is
get the fuck out of here.
Not so legal advice.
Let me get the fucking quote.
Well,
yeah. Anyway,
Fall Guys has a course creator.
What?
Season 4. So from what I can tell, Dan, there's no new courses. It is just the fan-made courses that are part of this, as well as the 50 courses they made in their Forge.
Yes, exactly. They made some Forge courses.
Yep.
Well, if you want to call it Forge,
yeah,
course creator, whatever the fuck they call it. But yeah, the idea, I guess, is just at some point they will approve or not approve a bunch of submitted courses, and you'll play fan courses too.
Yeah.
So I submitted my own today.
Hell yeah. What's your course? What's the deal with it?
What's it called, or what's the see, the course basically, what I designed it to be was like a series of choices you can make that'll get you towards the end.
Okay.
Some are better than others. So I got this giant slime area to start.
Choices? Oh, okay.
Well, no, like, yeah, you can see everything in front of you. So you got this slime area to start, and then I have 2 cannons shooting logs as fast as possible at the fastest possible rate and as strong as possible from both directions at you.
Oh my god.
Then you can yeet past those if you want. That's a choice. And then I have moving. So I have like the moving platforms going in opposite directions to the right and the left. So I have 2 that move back towards you to start, and then 2 that move fast forward. And then I have the opposite on the other side. But the side that's easier to get through, I left without extra shit. And the one on the other side, I put like giant pendulums and shit to deal with. Then you get to you could also, if you want, take the fans past the first portion. There's fans in the middle, so you can jump through those instead. Not the fans that blow upwards, just the fans with the spinner.
Yeah, they're like the only fans.
Yeah. And then yeah. But then you get to the DoorDash portion where you try to get through a door.
Okay.
And there's a few more choices before it ends. And I thought it was a solid map.
What'd you call it?
I called it Choice Roulette.
Choice. Okay.
I couldn't think of a thing, and I was like, I gotta watch Survivor. So I just like came up with a stupid name.
That's fair.
It's not bad.
So I went to the course creator, and I did it on PC first because you sent a message about it, which it made it sound like you could only do it on PC.
Earlier in the day, I had tried doing it.
Yeah.
And I loaded it up, and none of the buttons worked, and I had to just quit out of the game because I couldn't even exit the course creator. And I looked it up online, and people on PlayStation were having issues with it, and Xbox. And so eventually, either they told someone and it got spread, or they found the fix, which is you go in and into your controller settings and reset everything.
Yeah.
Like reset to default, and that's what fixes it for whatever reason.
How are the tools like?
Well, so yeah, that's what I was going to say. I assume this would be better on PC. It's actually worse. This does not control well on PC. You would think the freedom of like a mouse
wasn't bad using
you could like click and drag. Console. The click is just like for selecting. You can't use mouse input on PC. You have to use the
it's the same button system, so that makes sense. It's better on with a controller.
Definitely way better on a controller, which is why I played with it for about 15 minutes and was like, I'm just gonna do this on a fucking console.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. They don't have all of the things you would want yet because they don't. They only support race maps for now. I think at some point are going to add survival and other types of stuff like that in.
I want to make the best kind of map.
I wanted to make a map that was just a giant bomb pit, so like a ball pit, but just this giant rectangle, and everyone's in it with a bunch of bombs just exploding everyone left and right. See what happens.
That's fun. That's cool.
But that doesn't exist yet, so I can't do it.
Yeah.
But I will do it once it exists.
Do you know, was there like a vertical, was there like a ceiling height limit if I wanted to make like a vertical map?
There are limits. I didn't reach them.
Okay.
I know I was watching Noah make one earlier, and he was able to make a pretty deep map.
Okay, because that's what I want.
Going pretty low.
I want one that is literally just falling guys, where like
he was talking. I think you could do it, kind of like make like a.
I just want to do like a skydiving
end of like several Marvel movies type thing where you're falling past debris.
That's
the
like
end of Black Widow.
That's exactly the thing that I want to do, and like incorporate sections where you have to go through like tubes and stuff. But
that's sick.
Yeah, the tubes weren't there yet either.
Okay. All right, that's good.
It's limited, but it's still better than nothing. There was enough choices.
One of the top 5 things I associate with Fall Guys is a tube.
Yeah,
well, that's you.
Although the tubes, they weren't even really added until
the hammers.
Yeah, they pretty much have like the classic early season stuff available right now, for the most part.
Spinny things.
And they added in like a couple of new things to the gameplay. Like there's a new platform that propels you that looks like I guess it's boob shaped to describe it as best as I can. Whereas the rings get closer to the top, it'll all of a sudden like do like a sonic blast in any direction. So however you're standing on it, it blasts you in that way.
I'm really curious how this game is performing. Like I know people are still playing it.
I'm sure poorly because they just spent like 3 months sitting on a season everyone who played the game had finished.
Gotcha. So there was
it's
a big
probably
delay.
Better today because more people were curious enough to jump back in.
Sure. I mean, it's just interesting because like it's owned by Epic.
Right.
I think it does
so
all
many
right.
Of these sponsorship
sure.
things too. That's probably
like they have a bit now. Right now. They have like a Hello Kitty tie-in.
Yeah,
they have all sorts of sponsored tie-ins all the time. I'm sure they're doing fine monetarily. It's just,
I mean, they're owned by Epic now, but then
exactly.
Also Epic owned. I mean, they didn't own the developer that made the wrestling game, but
that game didn't last a year. This game's going on its
totally
like 4th year.
Yeah.
They had also vaulted off
that
a lot
first
of levels
month
last season.
You think they just made like $1 gazillion that like first 2 months that like they're like we're good for like the next 5 years easy.
I mean, there's
no one could play it. We'll be fine.
There's still no mobile version of this game, right? It's like imagine how many dollars they could get, especially when the App Store is open and like you'll be able to get your Epic Game Store apps. And they can take direct payments. Like kids will play this game.
Well, that's going to be dependent on Apple, right?
Well, no, it seems like that's dependent on the UK possibly, or even the US. It seems like that's coming.
It's just so easy to just jump in a game real quick. So
yeah,
but yeah, Dan's right. They spent too long on the last season, and everyone got the perks.
They had so many levels vaulted off. It was the same exact.
It was the same thing every time.
In the idea that like they probably needed all hands to get this creator thing working because this thing leaked a year ago, and so they probably realized like, hey, if we spend another season just working on this in the background, it's not coming for like another year. So they were probably like, we just need to spend a whole season on it and just not have any other new content.
It was supposed to come out, I think, March 22nd originally, and then they had to move it back because it wasn't quite ready yet, too.
Oh. Could be worse.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, no, I just they removed.
I was able
to
make a map, and that's pretty much like
season 2, so that kind of sucked.
I thought it would be.
We should all make a map, and then we can use the custom course. We can do a custom game, and we can all play. We can play a round that is all of our maps. So each one of us makes a map, and then we can do a course like that. That would be a lot of fun. Dan, Tom, any other Alex, any other news?
Yeah, Alex, what news is there?
Tom, you didn't even give me a chance. No, it's fine.
Oh,
yeah. No. You didn't want to hear it. You didn't want to give me a chance.
Yes,
no, you didn't want to. Nope. You didn't want to give me a chance.
So we are on the verge of fake E3, right? We got Summer Game Fest coming up in June. Xbox Showcase will be happening then as well. A couple of other things. The rumor now is that PlayStation Showcase, which has been rumored for a while, is going to happen in May 25th. Which makes sense based on previous rumors, which all said that showcase was going to be happening before the rest of everything else. And this isn't just going to be like a state of play. This is going to be like one of the big showcases. We'll probably, almost certainly have a big demonstration for the next Spider-Man game. Did anyone here play any of either of the
I played Miles Morales. It's really good.
You played Miles Morales, gotcha.
It's a really good game.
So that's exciting, and obviously this next Spider-Man will be both Peter and Miles. But yeah, so that's coming May 25th, according to Jeff Grubb, gave that date. Or the week of May 25th. But what's interesting is that because E3 kind of got shit canned, Konami was going to supposedly do a presentation at E3 because they were going to show off gameplay of their Silent Hill 2 remake, which they've announced already. They were going to announce their Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, and they were going to show off a new Castlevania game.
Wow, I love the original content.
Well, look, Konami's just
they stopped making games, so the fact that they're coming back to make any of these old things is better than them just never being made again.
Exactly. Capcom was in a very similar situation to Konami 5 years ago, let's say, before Resident Evil 7. And they bankrolled their future on remakes. Like, they just remade all the previous Resident Evils, and people are like, these are some of the best games of the last 5 years, and that has pushed them into a future where they're making some new titles. Street Fighter 6 looks to be really good, so hopefully we have something like that for Konami, where they're able to kind of get back into the fold by remaking some of the classics and then make some new content. Needless to say, Konami was going to have a presentation, their own conference at E3, but E3 is not happening anymore. So it looks like those announcements are all going to be happening at PlayStation Showcase, and that there will actually be some timed exclusivity for these games as well. So the new Castlevania, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater remake, and Silent Hill 2 remake should all supposedly actually be PlayStation exclusives. All three of those franchises obviously have a lot of history on PlayStation as well. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But that's going to be the end of this month, so in actually 2 weeks' time. So that's exciting.
Hell yeah.
We kind of know nothing about the PlayStation slate after Spider-Man 2, so be good to get some news there. And that's the news. And let's get some mail.
Email at unrankedpodcast.com, email at unrankedpodcast.com, or you can call 805-738-8692. That's 805-738-8692. I got a voicemail for you.
Yo, he's back. So first of all, what I want to say to you, Christian,
sounds like an idiot.
Manager of this voicemail, the phone is ringing like 7 or 8 times. A huge waste of 30 seconds before I leave a voicemail. then your voice starts. So is there a way to stop that? Can we just have it ring like once or not ring at all? I think the first time I called in, it wasn't ringing. Anyway, to the issue that I've been having, all of a sudden, getting headaches a little bit more frequently than in my younger years. Let me tell you something about a headache. A headache is one of the most pointless, painful things experienced by humans. I get that pain is supposed to tell you, like, oh, hey, there's a problem in this area, right? Like, okay, like, let's say you get a pain in your foot. Probably should go tend to your foot to see what's wrong. You got a headache? What do you want me to do about it? Like, I can't do anything about it. Especially with, I could take Advil or take medication, but there's no that's just to dull the pain. A headache is so annoying. It is like basically Mother Nature telling you, fuck you right now, go fuck yourself. You're going to be in pain for the next couple hours. And there's nothing you can do about it in terms of trying to fix it. A real fix, not a Band-Aid. Yeah, I'm calling in because I don't know if I'm going to be on the show. So, yeah, fuck it. Bye.
I mean, when you're right, you're right.
Yeah. You're muted.
You're muted.
Me?
No.
So I looked
Chris.
up how to do this, and now it just goes straight to voicemail when you call.
Fantastic.
So there we
Good
go.
to hear.
There's
Good
that.
to hear. Good to hear.
All right, we got another call. By the way, with the headaches, are these migraines or just headaches?
No, they're just headaches. My point is that
Try
like
turning the lights down.
Dude, I've tried things.
What about the chili cap?
I have the chili cap.
Oh,
I
you
have
do?
the chili
How is
cap.
that? Is that good?
It sometimes it hurts more than the headache. So
You need to see a doctor?
no, there's no doctor. Anyone who sees you for headaches is gonna go, you're stressed, you're sitting right at your computer, you get the blue light glasses.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, see? It's just a dumb thing. Headaches are
Alex's
dumb.
doctor
Why are you
exists
going to
in
1930s gangsters
Yeah.
instead of a doctor?
Well, because it's in the back of a speakeasy, Dan.
Yeah.
It's like, here's the bee's knees.
All right, here's another voicemail.
Hey, can we do a better vetting process on these calls? Sometimes we get them from really, really annoying people that call in, and it's the worst. I hate listening to them, and I just don't know why we go through this. It seems stupid. Thanks, guys.
Weirdly enough, that came in right after it, like while the other one was being played.
Wow, that's crazy.
We do have another voicemail here. It's from Mike.
Hey guys, it's Psych Mike. I'm calling this time. Previously, last week, I'd used my earbuds to call, so I know what I sound like through my earbuds now, but I want to know what I sound like through just the phone's microphone.
It sounds better.
So hopefully you guys are quiet and I can hear myself, and this is a good indicator. Good data. I'm gonna make note of this and consult some things, and I'll let you know. Anyway, suck it.
The transcript says I need a second instead of.
You know what I love about Psych Mike, right?
What's that, Thomas?
From what I know about Psych Mike, he has actually studied psychology. He's a prominent member of our Discord. Go check the show notes to become a part of that and see what Psych Mike is up to. But he always kind of is data focused. He's always very driven by the metrics. And in this day and age of fake news and false truths,
I just hope he's trying his Canadian Club whiskey.
He didn't. He forgot to mute himself.
I tried muting. It didn't work. I hit the mute button, but I have the tape over it. Didn't work.
Amazing.
This is Alex Zaki here. I just hope he's trying his Canadian Club whiskey.
This is Alex's doctor here. That was amazing.
Anyway, love Psych
that
Mike.
Was so good.
Go chat with Psych Mike. Go check out his metrics, his data.
Where can you check out his data?
His Discord. In the Discord, man. Every conversation he comes with, he's always talking about it from an analytical perspective.
Oh, all right.
Love it.
All right.
Yeah,
we got another voicemail. Let's do, just because I actually have a game We haven't played game in a minute.
Holy shit! This is a real episode of the fucking Unranked podcast.
Well, I was like, you know what? Part of the thing with the game is we've had so many 2-person podcasts, and I'm like, it's just not not good with 2 people. You at least need the third, but really with 4, it's better. So I'm gonna save that voicemail for next week. Save that voicemail for next week so I can hit we have some questions in the pod, so I wanted to do that. Well, I'm gonna save this one because Psych Mike already called in. Actually, fuck it. Chris Pratt seems like the kind of famous person who will one day push some crazy conspiracy or Scientology onto the public. What outlandish thing do you believe Chris Pratt will use his celebrity status for? All right, so everyone makes a Chris Pratt prediction.
He will claim that that we will actually be able to resurrect dinosaurs, and we've already done it.
Okay. Not bad.
Jesus is real. Jesus was a real dude. I mean, he was a real dude, but like in
that's
the God
not controversial.
Sense. In the God sense.
In the God sense. Okay.
Like he was actually a real thing, because that's what he is saying. Because he's one of those.
A believer.
Yeah.
I don't know. That seems a little. I mean, people believe. It's not.
People believe a lot of things.
Now
I believe that Chris Pratt is going to make a spaceship arc.
Dan, now you're muted.
He's pretending.
Yeah. All right.
No, he's not pretending.
I wasn't pretending at all.
He wasn't pretending at all. He was actually talking.
I was trying to talk. That's great. Now I can hear myself in my head, so that probably makes sense. I think he's gonna say something like, not just he believes in Jesus, but he believes that Jesus has been talking to him.
What did you see?
Small raccoon character.
Did I send you the article, the quote from him from an interview?
Yeah. It's I mean, Tom, it's par for the course for most.
It's par for the course.
It
is par for the course. That's what my whole point.
He compared himself to Jesus.
I saw that. Yeah.
That by the way, that's something like a lot of religious people do.
Of course.
That's their whole thing is, so it's
right.
I just compare everything to the Big Bang Theory now. It's
Sheldon is
Sheldon tried pitching. Interestingly, in the Big Bang Theory,
no, not interestingly. I'm not going to let you say that. No, not interestingly.
Sorry, it was actually young Sheldon. Early in the series, young Sheldon tried pitching a new religion based on ones and zeros.
I actually reported on this one. I know this episode because I had to watch it as punishment for losing someone in Survivor.
But then in the future, he starts calling Zero God as if this was a thing he had never done before. So they actually like rewrote the same joke like 5 seasons later and forgot about it. It was weird.
Or they knew.
Yeah. Didn't he have one cult member?
I mean, everything that you said about the show makes it sound like they really were just like phoning it in.
Oh, the cult member that was the stupid kid, Dan? That's the remake of the original joke episode from the first season. They basically did 2 episodes around the same concept. The one that you saw with the next door neighbor kid is in like the 5th or the 6th season.
Of what?
Of Young Sheldon.
That's the first season.
They do it again then later.
Oh, they do it again?
They do literally the same
hopefully
thing.
We'll never see that one.
Except instead of it being ones and zeros, it's just 0 this time. Oh. But it's still like the same premise, basically, that he calls it. It's a whole thing.
Moving on. Okay, moving on.
One more question. Big Boss Nasty, who would be the best and least suitable character from a video game to become the 5th member of the Unranked podcast?
Link would fit right in.
He doesn't speak. He would be arguably one of the worst people.
Or he wouldn't take up anyone's time.
Or he wouldn't take up any more time. He wouldn't backtalk anybody. He wouldn't give you controversial
But what
opinions.
happens when a week rolls around that it's got to be a 2-person podcast and it's just Tom and Link,
Chris,
and Link doesn't fucking talk?
Well,
Chris, I happen to be watching an episode of Unactually. He does speak. He says like, "Come on" in Windmaker.
Sure,
he does actually.
Yeah. He does have like some little jabs here and there. That is true.
Yeah. He also like he screams. And
I don't know
yells,
if he has thoughts, but he has "come on."
He arguably doesn't. He is meant to be.
I changed my mind on this.
Protagonist.
If he just made those noises,
yeah, we have Link. So, what's your thought on PlayStation? Did you have a Link in the 90s when everyone was playing Crossfire? Did you enjoy it?
If you get the little raccoons from Animal Crossing, So you just walk in, like start the podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
That is good.
Yeah. All right, fine. Who would be fine? Link would maybe fine. He would be the one.
So just
what about Sonic? Sonic would be good.
Sonic would be good. He's from the Attitude Era. He'd be out here like, making jokes. He'd be burning Nintendo the whole time. He'd be the console war that died decades ago.
Toad would be good from the new Super Mario Bros. movie.
Toad would be very good for the
you know who'd be bad? Crash Bandicoot would be fucking annoying as shit.
Oh,
yeah,
probably would.
Also, Cranky Kong from the new Super Mario Brothers movie would also be really annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't really have a straight man on this podcast, so Master Chief.
Yeah,
cut over to him.
Yeah, no, it'll be good.
Like dry as a bone.
You'll be like
trying to like provoke him. Oh my god, kid! The amount of button pushing we would be fucking.
What
doing.
if we could just get the announcer from like Smash Brothers or Master Chief, and that is what their role is? They just introduce all of the, like,
welcome to the Unranked podcast.
It would be so good. It would be so good.
Dan, Chris,
Humes, Alex.
Wait, so then why? Wait, if you both can just do this, why are we not just doing it?
Shut up. Should just make a soundboard thing for it.
Yeah, make a soundboard for it. That's how we introduce the whole thing.
Funny. Oh my god. News.
Join the Discord in the show notes.
That's. I don't understand what the problem is here.
Yeah, it's not official. It's not the same.
Who would be really annoying though? Who would be the worst to have on? Like Jigglypuff would be bad. Put us to sleep all the time.
Yeah, it wouldn't be conducive.
Actually, can Jigglypuff do that over Zoom?
I'm going to go ahead and say yes, because there's an episode where Jigglypuff's recording is amplified by speakers and it knocks out everyone in the town. Okay. So we would hear it the same way.
Funnily enough, from the episode Saved by the Bedlam.
Ash would be annoying as hell.
Ash would be annoying as fuck. Mr. Mime, obviously.
Mr. Mime would be an amazing co-host.
No, because he wouldn't say anything, but we'd have to see him doing this shit. You know what I mean? And fucking Ash's mom.
I would enjoy the shit.
He'd have to leave early to go fuck Ash's mom.
I would like Meowth for one episode. Because then we would basically be like Alex's doctor on the
Wait,
the
hold on.
Alex's doctor
just that particular Meowth. But just that particular Meowth.
Oh, you got a headache, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Tuna would wring his fucking neck.
We're going to take that, Pikachu.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's a great question. Let's move on. Let's play a game. All right.
Haven't heard this jingle in a minute.
A game for you today. It's called You Should Have Fucking Listened.
Oh,
shut the fuck up.
I had a feeling we w're going to be playing this. And,
Alex,
I'm usually pretty good at this anyway.
Alex is looking down and saying the name of the title, and his face just fucking, he like snapped up to the camera like the kid that just got caught chewing gum in class or something. You were so screwed. I did say earlier, remember, Alex, when you were like saying how you have to talk like kids? And I'm like, no, we just all have to listen.
Oh, you did say that. I do.
You know what the funny thing is? Before we started recording, I almost asked Chris what the game was going to be, but then I went, well, if he's going to do this game in particular, then he won't tell me anyway, so I won't even bother asking.
Oh, a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right, we're going to go in podcast order. I'm going to see how many I wrote during this episode.
Can you remind us what that is? Because it's been a while.
Chris basically reads out
Alex Stan.
No, I meant podcast.
It's gonna go in Alex Stan time.
Oh yeah.
I should have enough for everyone. We're gonna do possibly 3 questions each, maybe 4. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna open with Alex. Alex, give me the first and last name of who wrote the Young Sheldon theme song.
God. I can't believe you don't remember this because Chris also brought.
No, I know the first name.
Oh,
Steve.
okay.
Steve Harrington.
Burns.
Oh, it's Steve Burns. Tuna gets the point.
Wow, nailed it.
Oh, wow, that was really good. Good job.
Now, did that have anything to do with you remembering him saying it, or you were just like, I know it's the Blues Clues guy, and then started?
No, just Burns is what was popping in my head.
Mr.
So either
Burns,
I subconsciously remembered it, or
Steve
Montgomery Burns.
Yeah, Steve Montgomery Burns.
So that's
All right, excellent. Alex, 1 point. Excellent. Good job. Let's go over to Dan.
Uh-oh.
Dan, what tool did Alex say he was thinking about getting when he was talking about cleaning moss?
Right, yes.
Funnily enough, this is like right around the same time I had just said everyone should listen.
Yeah. I was not. Let's see. I can name tools though.
Yeah.
Let's go with
just defeated.
Oh, I would love to win this.
I don't know what
Dude is in it now. He's like, come on,
gonna
brain.
try chiseling the moss off. A chisel.
A chisel.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, Alex, do you remember what you said?
Power wash.
It was a power
He's
washer.
dreaming of getting that power washer.
You don't get the point for it, but it was a power washer.
He's dreaming of it.
All right. Tom.
Yes.
Tom. Other than Newark, where did Dan say he visited since we last saw him?
Oh, shit.
He said 2 names of places. One was Newark. The other was this.
Don't forget to visit Newark.
Isn't it
home of the gunshot wound?
Is it Akron?
No. Dan, regale him.
It was not Akron. What is Akron?
I thought like Akron, Ohio. Isn't that like a town?
Oh, Akron.
Akron.
No. So I said. So I'm answering now, right?
If you know it, you can.
Oh, I know.
If you know it, if you know where you were. If you know where you were.
St. Louis and Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio. Akron is in Ohio, right?
It is in Ohio.
Shit. I just like.
If you had said Ohio, would that have counted?
No, I was looking for St. Louis or Columbus.
Cities. Okay. I didn't know if there was some leeway.
All right, Alex, you are in the lead. Alex is so excited by this right now.
Oh, god damn it. God fucking damn it.
All right, Alex. What is Dan's course called?
Oh.
I think I told him during Survivor also.
No, you didn't say it during Survivor.
I'm pretty sure I did. Well, you weren't listening then.
Hold on. Oh my god. Why is it why? Something roulette. Not yeet.
I think he's gonna get it.
Not platform. It wasn't like path roulette.
I'm not gonna answer until I get you tell me.
I know.
Which, by the way, if you are saying the right one, I'm still not gonna say it's right.
I know, but it was something roulette. It was like
gonna need a final answer after that.
Choices roulette, choice roulette.
It's choice roulette. It's choice roulette.
I didn't feel like he'd get
Wow.
Choice roulette.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
A lot of Owen Wilson here.
Dan. Alex said his daughter was sticking something in her mouth while he was on a work call. What was it?
I mean, there's a lot of right answers to this.
Well, he only said one thing. That was.
Oh, I do remember him saying, I'm trying to think exactly what it was. Obviously, the Joy-Cons stick up, but it's not the Joy-Cons. I'm gonna just like guess Elite Controller, but it's not right. It was some kind of fucking hinge or something or some shit. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you want to tell him?
It was the C stick from the GameCube controller.
It was the
okay.
C stick from the GameCube controller. Tom.
Yep.
Let's see if you can get on the board.
Perfectly nipple shaped, that one.
Yes. Yeah.
What is one way that Dan said you can get past the logs on his course, Choice Roulette? So he described the log shooters, 2 of them, high speed. He said he mentioned one specific way to get past them.
By the way, I gotta say, it is the most chaotic start to a level I've ever seen in my life. The logs just don't consistently move in one direction; they're just flying randomly.
I'm probably just gonna play Fall Guys for the next day till Zelda comes out. Now that I'm kind of,
I'm frustrated because like I knew the answer to both of Dan's questions, and I'm really struggling with the answers to these. What's the way to get around them? Fucking the flapper, just like getting catapulted. Getting yeeted.
Getting yeeted?
Yeah.
Dan said you could get yeeted past them. That's
okay.
It's not the flapper though. It's the yeet, which is the.
Well, he said
The
flapper,
hammer.
then catapult, then yeeted. And
All
then
right, I guess sure.
He ended on yeeted.
I said yeet.
All right,
there you go.
Alex said path roulette, but when he ended on course roulette, that's
but he officially said, "Oh, whatever, it's fine." These games not for money.
Not yet.
It is now.
All right, Alex.
Yeah.
What was Bazinga?
What do you mean? What was it?
I gave the backstory of the origin.
Why can't I get
Bazinga.
this question?
What was Bazinga?
When we were doing the bit where we were like, I don't want to fucking hear about young Sheldon, Chris was like, well, it's going to be on the test.
That's why I started doing facts.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck.
He was, I'm like thinking about it now. I'm like,
there's
man,
no, my
he
brain
really wanted to cram in so
No,
many fucking young Sheldon facts.
Can I steal?
The only thing that I can think of with respect to Bazinga is that it was not a catchphrase in the beginning. It came in later in the seasons of Big Bang Theory, but then
they gave it an origin.
Then they gave it an origin. Yeah, they gave it an origin in Young Sheldon. It was what he called his cat. I have no idea.
No. Wasn't it like a game in the 70s?
It was a toy company, right?
It was a prank toy company. They made
prank
like
toy
cushions.
company.
It's like
my brain does not. That is the first time I'd say.
That's the first time I've heard that fact.
All right, Dan. What is one of the top 5 things that Tom said he associates with Fall Guys? Tom said something. Oh, that's one of the top 5 things I associate with Fall Guys. What's the something?
Tubes.
It's the tubes. It's the tubes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I responded directly to it. Like I feel like I should know that one.
All right. So 1 point for Dan and Tom, 2 for Alex. Dan, Tom, you can catch up here. Alex's kid wants to go up on the swings. After she wants to go up on the swings, where she want to go?
What?
This is so tough.
Alex gave a walkthrough of what it's like going outside.
Fuck, he rattled them off. Like,
yeah, exactly. I was like, he just rattled off.
Yes, he did. And the first one was she wants to go up with the slings, and then what does she want to do next?
Yep.
I mean, I could guess.
She wants to go up on the swings. She wants to bubbity boop. Climb the tree.
That's the
dumbest thing you could have said.
That
Alex
is
is gonna let
so
his kid who's not even to climb the tree.
right.
I know,
Not
but she
even
wants
two.
to climb the tree.
I don't know.
Probably does.
If
She
I had to
wants
guess,
to, can she? Probably not.
No.
Dan, no points, but for fun, Dan, what would you guess?
I don't know, like go down the slide.
It was go down the slide, baby.
You have a slide. See, right, you built
sent
that
the picture.
fucking
Yeah.
thing.
We built the whole fucking swing
God
set.
Well, he paid
damn
someone
it.
to build it.
I paid someone to
He
build
did
it
pay
after
someone
my,
to build it. He's
after
like,
my
I
mom and
I
my
paid for it.
after my mom and my wife said that I couldn't do it by
Yeah,
myself.
that's right. Well, you could have called me. I would have come over. That would have been fun. Project.
I thought about reaching out
Yeah.
to whoever and just being like,
They probably wouldn't have trusted me either. So there you go.
what would your offer have been? Would you be like, I got some pizza if you help me out, or just no offer whatsoever?
I would have come over to do it. I like tinkering. If he, I mean, I would have expected
do you like building or
food,
tinkering?
sure.
All right, last set probably here. Unless
okay,
there's a tie.
all right, go ahead.
Because in my head it was a fucking swing on a branch.
Actually, there might be enough
right.
for one
The
more.
last
Do you think
time-
Alex is trusting a branch?
Alex.
Yeah. Well,
That's
the
how I
last time you were,
swang. That's how
no,
I
the last
swang as
time
a
you were
kid.
here, Tom. The last time you were here, there was a swing on a branch here.
That's see, I knew in my memory,
But
in my
you didn't
mem.
think it was safe, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
What drink did Tom ask me about having?
Oh,
So
good
when
one.
I was describing going to
God.
the Star Wars land.
Yeah, he
And
said
Tom
something
asked
like
me.
he said something like dumb do or something like that.
Dumb do.
Dumb do.
Dog do?
Dumb do.
Doggy doo doo doo.
Dumb do.
Still in the lead.
Is it not Dum Do? It's like
it's
Gum
not
Dum or something. It's like Gum Dum or something. It's some bullshit.
No,
I'll give you a hint. It's not.
It is
jizz.
some bullshit.
Wait, do you remember what it is, Dan?
No, I just know it's not jizz.
It's something. It's something like Jim Jew.
All right, that's your guess.
Yeah, fine.
All right, it's not close. It's a fuzzy tauntaun. The tauntaun's the creature in the Empire Strikes Back.
No, but I remember the tauntaun. That's why I said Dum Dum.
Dum Do.
Tom Tom.
I guess there's a little bit of that in the tauntaun.
That's why, because I remember the Dum Dum.
The Dum Dum. The Dum Dum. Jesus. Dan.
That's really not fair for him because he's probably got like 500 episodes of kids TV where they say very similar words just rattling around his head.
Well, if he had said the fuzzy Dum Dum, I might consider it. The fuzzy part was pretty,
Yeah.
Dan, what did Tom say that we are on the verge of? During the news segment, Tom said we're on the verge of something. What did Tom say we're on the verge of?
That feels too obvious. No.
I mean, these aren't all necessarily hard. They just had to be something that I could write as a question. Most of the things we say are non-factual opinion bullshit and can't be written as questions.
Yeah, it's more of a guess than anything. Because I think that was around the time I was half checking the end of the basketball game that was on TV.
Right.
New generation of consoles. I don't know.
The answer was fake E3.
Okay.
We're on the verge of fake E3. Tom.
Yeah.
What was the Sock'em Boppers tagline?
The best part is if you've ever heard the theme song, you would know it right away.
It.
No, he didn't.
He did. We talked about Sock'em Boppers the most. Alex wants to answer this so bad.
Alex, if you answer, you have to sing it.
He's got both hands up. You'll have to wait for Tom to answer first.
Hold on, Alex.
It's a tagline?
Yeah, it was kind of like how Crossfire just had, like, we were going through all of them. And then Dan described the tagline and said what it was.
Crossfire.
All right, so, okay, hang on.
Do not be Googling.
I'm not Googling. My eyes are literally closed right now. Okay, so they were like Hulk hands, but like inflatable.
Mm-hmm.
You punch each other with them.
If
I was a early 90s marketing executive in need of a tagline for this product, what would I come up with?
Sock'em Boppers, they're great.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
That would be amazing if that was the Sock'em Boppers slogan.
Yeah, punch the fire out. Talk it to him.
Alex, no points, but what is it?
You want to sing it?
More fun than a pillow fight.
Okay,
Sock'em Boppers.
I want to. I did not. No one sung that, so that
no,
threw
he
me
did.
off.
He did.
I don't think you sung it. I think you just said it.
I believe I just said it when it happened. I believe I just said it was more fun than a pillow fight.
But either way, I said tagline. I didn't say what's the song. So.
Yeah,
no, but you went the tagline. Dang, sung it. So I was trying to remember a thing. I remember the pillow fight thing. I didn't understand that was its tagline. I just thought that it doesn't matter. It's the stupid game.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I fucking won. So
well, there's one last round of questions. Alex,
you just said this was the
Alex. Who wrote the Big Bang Theory theme song?
What?
Who wrote the Big Bang Theory theme song?
Ooh.
Who wrote? No, I remember this.
No Googling.
I'm not Googling.
Can we tie it up? Can we tie it up, Chris?
Only you can.
If he doesn't get this wrong, yes.
Prevent fires.
Right.
If you get this right, Alex, it ends.
I know.
It ends. He put us out of our fucking misery.
The Ramones keep coming in my head,
The
but I know it's not the Ramones.
The Ramones.
Yo, that'd be so wild if it was the Ramones.
The Ramones,
the Ram
the
ones.
Beatles keep coming to my head.
The Ram ones. The Ram ones.
The Beatles keep coming to my Black Sabbath is just in the back of my mind.
It's got to be Aerosmith.
No,
I love the fact because you were way off target. Like you were so far.
Great.
I don't know why the Ramones.
It sounds more like Drake
Ramones?
to me.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking like Radiohead. It's not Radiohead. What?
These are just wild guesses.
It's just
It's
like
amazing.
I love the fact that like
Snoop Dogg.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was TLC.
Eminem. Can you? I mean, look, if it started up and then it cut, the cold open of it was the cold open of Big Bang Theory, and then it goes, "I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?"
Might be a better show.
It might have been more poignant.
All right,
it was some like Sublime. It was some like 90s.
Oh, you know what? Sublime is closer.
No,
that's definitely.
do you know what the best
Sublime
part
is
about the
closer.
Sublime guess is? The
Yeah.
guy was dead before the show existed.
Sublime still performed though.
Yeah, but
I
the
saw
they
the
could have written a
singer
song
of their
just because the guy
band
died doesn't
like
mean
in the 90s.
I saw Sublime
Um,
perform.
Yeah,
long after
but it's
that.
not
Yeah,
the
you
same.
could argue
No,
that
it's
about
not.
Stephen's
It's Sublime
Blues
and what's
Clues,
his
'cause
name?
everyone thought he like commit suicide.
He didn't though.
I know.
Spoiler
So,
alert.
urban legend. He's out here making theme songs for young Sheldon.
Taking Back the. I don't fucking know.
Wait, were you about to say
Taking
Taking
Back
Back
Sunday?
Sunday?
I mean, look, it's closer than the Ramones and Radiohead.
It is
I'll put
closer
it that
than
way.
the Ramones, I guess.
You're getting closer.
I don't know it.
That's like when Alex thought that
I could
one of the 4
Google it.
concerts he's been to.
I mean, me
Taking
and
Back
Tom know,
Sunday,
yeah,
and
Could you
it's-
Google it? Really?
I could
Wow.
Google it and cheat.
Holy shit! Wow.
Alex thought one of the 4 concerts he went to was Taking Back Sunday, but that wasn't even true. It's Thursday, which I just said there. It's not even. He's been to
Amazing.
4 concerts and he can't even remember one.
Tuna, what country was the band from?
I have no fucking clue.
I
You
don't
have like a
even know
1
the
and 2
answer to that.
shot here.
Canada.
That's correct.
Oh, so there you go.
All right, Alex.
doesn't
can
count
move
for the
on so we
game, but it's
can,
correct.
There's like 150 countries. How is that? A
Well,
150
because
shot?
because the way they say like it's just an
okay.
American sounding, like North American sounding thing.
There you go.
Anyway,
Did we
tell the answer
confirm?
yet?
Did we tell? Yeah.
Yeah, Alex, take a guess.
He just
I mean,
took 7.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
you
Taking
gave
Back
a guess?
Sunday.
Okay. It was Bare Naked Ladies. Dan, where did I make my
might as
lightsaber?
well
At
walk
Galaxy's
on the sun.
Edge.
You said that really fast. Can I hear the question again?
Where did I make my lightsaber? I described a bunch of places at Galaxy's Edge and Star Wars, and I said there's this one specific place you can go to build a lightsaber.
I mean, I remember the description of it and you telling us how you built it. I don't necessarily remember the name of the place. Got to be something Star Warsy though, which doesn't mean anything. Could just be nonsense.
If it's not a name, if you can't recall it, it's not a name that's from any of the movies or anything, so you're not gonna be able to think of it.
Kimzu Village.
No, no, it's Savi's workshop. And Tom, here's the question: when did Dan say that he believed the new season of Fall Guys was supposed to come out?
I remember that one.
Get it wrong, and I win. Get it right, we go to a tiebreak.
Now, okay.
Now it's like we're on the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, it is. This is more insane. Okay. Can I just hear the question one more time?
Yeah. When did Dan say that he believed the Fall Guys, content update, the new season was supposed to come out? It got delayed. What was the date? It was a specific date.
Oh, a specific date?
I did say
Yes, he gave a specific month and day.
Because I remember him saying so many months ago.
All right, what month do you think?
Shut the fuck up.
I've just checked, and it is the date it was supposed to come out. If that helps.
So he was correct.
All right.
Oops. Ow.
Santas. Shut up. November.
Des Moines.
12th.
Oh,
You couldn't be.
It is
I don't think you could
More
be.
off. I think you might have had the
He said
wrongest
6
answer
months.
possible.
He said 6
He
months.
said 3 months. And March 22nd
months.
was
3
the
months.
date, which means Alex wins.
That's not even
It's
3
not even
months
3
ago.
months. I didn't say 3 months. I said March 22nd.
He
That's all I
said 6. Someone said 6 months at some point. Like the last season lasted for 6 months.
It did last a
No.
long time. It might have been referenced as 6-ish months.
Yes.
Thank you.
Fuck
Alex,
you.
congratulations.
Hi.
You
Yes, this
finally
is.
won.
Thank you. This is the Unranked podcast. I listen the most. I clearly just always listen during the show. All these other fuckers aren't paying attention. I'm your number one guy. I'm the one.
I don't know about all of us. I had to write the questions.
Tuna, did you know that this is the Ramones right now?
Yeah, this song is brought to you by the Ramones and the Ram ones. Check out all our deets in
Collaborated
the show notes. Join
with
the Spartan program.
Radiohead on it.
And until next time, take a second.
Tuna's doctor came by and handed me some medicine for him. Tuna, can I drop this by your house at some point?
Sure. Suck it.